Welcome back to Theme Park News Roundup, where in today's video I'm going to be talking about the Grand Prix, the final lap event, which will be taking place at Pleasure Beach Resort, new plans for Project Ocean at Alton Towers, and Hyperia testing at Thorpe Park. Starting at the Pleasure Beach with Grand Prix, the final lap. This event is in response to the closure of the Grand Prix ride at the start of the season, which had operated at the park since 1960 and will take place on the 7th of June. Included with entry at 6 p.m. are photo opportunities with supercars, grid girls, and the park's own F1 car, with one last ride on the Grand Prix alongside a commemorative certificate and a glass of Prosecco. With a DJ and themed snacks to help keep you entertained, it might sound like a fun summer night out. But at what cost? Just £50. What? With park tickets costing £34 when making this video, it seems a little extortionate for just one ride. Not to mention, this price is for just one person, and so if the ride holds nostalgia for you, riding with your favourite family member would set you back a nasty £100. Of course, it is nice that they're allowing people to have another ride on it, after the rather spontaneous announcement of its closure. However, it seems a little manipulative to make people pay so much for it. If the ride is fit to operate on just that one day, despite its track record of unreliability, it realistically can operate during park hours on a limited availability basis, until the park actually has a plan for something in that space, rather than leaving an operational ride standing but not operating. However, if this ride is special to you, this could be a great afternoon to link up with fellow supercar and theme park fans with some nice music. Over to Alton Towers, where a new document was added to the Project Ocean plans on the 11th of April, dealt with by the Environmental Health Agency under the Staffordshire District Council. As we know, the structure will total 18 metres, including the concrete platform the ride will sit atop, with more in-depth details in a previous episode. Although we now know a noise level analysis has been submitted, revealing an exciting detail. Project Ocean is a like-for-like ride replacement, according to site management, with sound measurements being derived from another Merlin Park attraction. Of course, this doesn't guarantee that the ride will be a Huss topspin, the same model as Ripsaw, which originally sat on the Project Ocean site. However, as it is a replacement of a ride that has at some point been on the Alton Towers site, the options are limited. It wouldn't be feasible to put a Huss Enterprise or breakdance on the platform, as their footprints are very wide, and not to mention a breakdance is quite ground-hugging and would look more tacky than impressive when elevated above ground. We can suspect it will be a Huss ride, which is why I use the breakdance and Enterprise as an example, as they are rumoured to be working with towers. But where could they have got the sound measurements from? That's where things get tricky, as they could have easily got modern breakdance data from the creatively named Breakdance at Heidi Park, but they could have also received data from the topspin Ramesses Revenge, which closed in 2019 at Chessington World of Adventures. So it could be either ride model, but honestly, we all want the topspin back. Overall, the ride has passed the oftentimes difficult sound regulations and complies with lighting regulations too, getting this project closer to construction. When it inevitably is approved, it will have some unique construction hours. Where Nemesis Reborn was worked on both day and night, this flat ride can only be built from 8 am to 6 pm Monday through Friday, and 8 am while 1 pm on a Saturday, with no construction to take place on a Sunday or a bank holiday. However, as it is a flat ride, this shouldn't significantly slow down the construction timeline for what seems to be a 2025 opening. Just in, there has been some indications of construction starting, with fencing being put in and the ground being readied for flattening, so if you want to see that footage, go check out Lift Hills and Thrills video covering this update. Lastly, on the 16th of April, Hyperia ran its first test, taking the layout containing 14.8 seconds of airtime, a drop of 236 feet, 2 inversions and a thrilling outward bank turn at speeds of up to 80 miles per hour. Thorpe Park also released action-packed test footage showcasing those shiny Mack Rides trains, the butter-smooth transitions and a snippet of the Hyperia soundtrack. The first drop looks incredibly smooth as it twists down into the massive Immelman, and now testing is in full swing, the lift hill looks to be a good speed too. It can be hard to visualise a coaster when it is just steel, but once things get moving, the hype definitely becomes real, and it being a Macroids coaster only helps its case. Icon at the Pleasure Beach remains silky smooth 6 years on, offering snappy turns, breathtaking pops of airtime with those comfy lap bars, and it takes its junior Immelman in a jaw-dropping fashion. So the full-size Immelman will be insane. Hyperia opens on the 24th of May at Thorpe Park. So that's it for this theme park news roundup. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to like, comment and subscribe for more. Bye bye!